Hello everyone. Today we are going to take a look at one of the most expected releases of 2022, Yellowstone Season 5. Yellowstone is one of those shows that once you start to watch, you cannot stop watching it. It is filled with strong characters, great cinematography, amazing scenarios and shocking plot twists. In a nutshell, it is everything we can ever ask for. Naturally, the series has millions of fans not only in United States but worldwide who are always demanding more seasons of this series. Last week, we said goodbye to the season 4 of the show with a moderate but also highly surprising final episode. Even though the episode itself was meh, for the most part, the ending was still top-notch, keeping us at the edge of our seats as we cannot wait for season 5 to be released and show what will happen next. In the final episode, we mostly focused on one of our favorite characters, Beth Dutton. First, she managed to make peace with his father by apologizing to him for acting too carelessly. Then she decided to make up for what she has done so far, meaning that she went after the lead in the prison. Her initial intention was to kill him for attacking her family. However, after speaking to him, she realized he was just a pawn and the real criminal was out there. In her mind, that real criminal was Jamie, so she decided to finally take her revenge against Jamie. She decided she wants to be a married woman before handling her business with Jamie and thus kidnapped a priest so he can marry Rip and her. The wedding ceremony was as humble as it can get. They were only Rip, Beth, the priest, Joan, Carter, and Lloyd as the best man of Rip. The very next day, Beth went to Jamie's office to confront him. She told him that she visited the prison and learned that he was there too. Jamie said he was just trying to figure it out whether Garrett was involved with the attacks or not. Then Beth realized that Jamie was not responsible for the attacks, but he was covering up for his father's crimes, which is huge. She gave Jamie 3 options. None of them were good by any means. Jamie picked the worst option possible and killed his father, while Beth took evidence of him killing his father. It was a very dark scene that we couldn't stand watching, as patricide is a highly complicated matter that is difficult to face for anyone. As you can see, the season final of Yellowstone Season 4 was filled with traumatic incident that turned the series into a very dark and bitter one. Expectedly, we expect Season 5 to follow the same path, as the moral values of the characters become even more ambiguous, with everyone being willing to get rid of the others for the sake of their interest, even if that others is their father. Since we witnessed such a major killing now, fans are rightfully questioning whether or not the main cast members of the show will be there in Season 5 as well. Especially when it comes to Jamie, people are wondering if he would manage to survive his patricide mentally. Although there is a very little information on Season 5 as of yet, according to our prediction, Wes Bentley will continue to play his part as Jamie in the upcoming season as well. Bentley's career is filled with many ups and downs, as he had to deal with drug addiction for decades that caused his career to suffer at times. However, the world was aware of his talents since he first appeared in the critical acclaimed American Beauty and proved that even though he was so young, he was a highly accomplished actor. Yellowstone has become the show that solidified this nation about the actor, as he's making wonders in his part as Jamie. Unfortunately, Jamie is one of the most tragic characters of the show. His biological father killed his mother and thus imprisoned him for decades. He wasn't even aware that he was an adopted kid for years. He never felt love and always felt inferior compared to his siblings. When he finally forgave his biological father and started to form a strong bond with him, he had to betray his other family and always felt stuck in between. And in the end, he had to kill his father. Now, for upcoming season, we expect that characters to suffer mentally while also trying to survive Beth's patronizing attitudes against him. We expect the character to consider taking his own life, but then decided to move on for his son. We also expect him to make peace with his other father, John. Speaking of John, we expect Kevin Costner to continue portraying his great man in the next season as well. John managed to survive the attacks of the Season 3 final, which shows us the showrunners are not ready to love John as of yet. He is the backbone of the show and losing him would be a great blow to the series. We expect John to continue on his journey of embracing his humanity in the next season. In Season 4, we watch a John more emotional than ever. We are not sure if it's because of his aging process, but things he had to endure, but it is clear he is a more compassionate man than he ever was. We believe this transformation of his will has a positive impact of his relationship with others. We expect Kelly Riley to continue to perform as Beth Dutton, the crazy but also a most courageous member of the family. She will probably make sure that she is the true heir of Yellowstone, as she is the one that most resembles Joan. She will represent the darker side of the family, which will hurt a lot of people, including Jon. She will also have a great wedding, which is likely to end up in violence. Luke Grimes will return as Casey Dutton, who is in the middle of his spiritual awakening as of the Season 4 final. Unfortunately, Casey's character arc fell incomplete during Season 4. However, we expect him to have a great role and on-screen time in Season 5, as he is probably destined for bigger things. Other actors that we expect to watch in Yellowstone Season 5 are Cole Hauser as Rip Wheeler, Casey Aspil as Monica Long Dutton, and Breckin Merrill as Stade Dutton. What are your expectations from Yellowstone Season 5? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.